Art is not what you see, but what you make others see. And on Art House, we make you experience these works of art with brushstrokes, steps, melodies, and chiseled wonders that show you how far creativity goes. Welcome to the program. I'm Melinda Akinlami. I also got your mails, so many of them, on Facebook. If you had any doubt as to how creative Nigerians are, these works will certainly erase them. Let's quickly take our arty quote, which is from a man who is so passionate about the arts.
I believe that the best learning process of any kind of craft is just to look at the work of others.
Talk about a quote from the Nobel laureate himself to get us started for today. And we get some more inspiration from our first feature. Another veteran artist who is in his 70s yet still painting and toying with new ideas. I was really speechless exploring this territory with Mr. T.A. Fasuyi.
The Legacy Gallery is home to the works of veteran artist Mr. Banjo Fasuyi. That's where one can find his paintings, mostly done in abstract.
Artworks are to me like an investment and of your interest. They are helping you maintain your own interest in art.
And his over 50-year-old collection of artifacts, which he has tried to preserve over the years, a big part of his artistic journey.
I left Zaria in 1960 after the education course, and I've been impressed by the native caps of the Hausas and a few things. I've been collecting them. Some of them survived the test of time, some of them got rotten.
Mr. Fasuyi is using the time on his hands to do more, revive a passion which his family is renowned for, sculpture.
I come from a family of craftsmen, which in our society are known as artists. I inherited this from my grandfather, through my father. I went for a training rather than following grandpa's system of working. We went to a formal school, and to show that it's a family trait. My senior brother and myself were in the same class, same year in Zaria. So it's a family thing. In any art course, you spend the first 2 years learning all the other things, studying everything. I have interest in sculpture, so I have not forgotten my background. And this past year, when I just found myself completely devoted to art, I decided to revive one of the things I did in 1984, this calabash sculpture. The first one, this is one of them. There are two of them still here.
Every great art begins from a sketch. After seeing the idea in his head, he pours it out on paper before it transforms to the finished work.
For this type of sculpture I'm doing, my main duty is to visualize. And that's why you find there the drawings of some of this sculpture before they were made.
Does embracing sculpture come with its challenges for a man who has seen many moons? It does, but he's not dwelling on it and has surrounded himself with people that can assist him in achieving his goals.
After the drawings, I sat down, okay, where do I get the calabash god? I went to Oyo and I bought a large quantity, started carving them like I did in 84. And I called the fiberglass man and said, look, put it there. See, I working, you work well. I have 4 people working with me at regular intervals. When I need the carpenter, it's available. When I need the painter, it's available. When I need the fiberglass, it's available. So they are always there to do whatever is too difficult for me to do. But all these things are not too difficult yet. Where is your blade again? No more blade. There are people working with me to cover the areas that may be difficult, but the thinking you have to do yourself.
Some of his sculptural pieces, too, have been preserved and restored, still standing after many years, although the color is different from the others.
I said to myself, why can't I think about this work and see how to preserve them? If I put more paint, it won't mean anything. Termites will still come there. So I decided to introduce fiberglass. So I called a friend and said, look, I want to do fiberglass on my sculpture. I said, hey, Baba, sculpture, okay. I said, yes, I'm doing sculpture now. So he sent me somebody who can do this. So I told him, put the fiberglass here, and it worked. And that's what we have now. That's why there's a difference between the ones I told you were done in 84 and the ones that are done now, because these ones have fiberglass to reinforce them to ensure that you don't destroy quickly.
A lot of contemporary artists look up to him. One of them is here to appreciate this new medium Mr. Fasuyi is working on.
Recently, he has delved into the production of this body of works made from calabash. He has called this calabario, coined from the word calabash. As an octogenarian, he's still delving into not just a canvas painting now, something rigorous, something conceptual, exploring what people will just ignore. This is a reinvention, a reuse of what we have seen and perhaps we have ignored over time. To a very large extent, he's been able to make vital statements with them, and now is an avenue for other upcoming artists to look beyond the normal materials at their disposal.
From our look around the gallery, we discover that every piece has a strong meaning. Some of them talk about politics, royalty, or the bond between a mother and her child.
These are great works that chronicle history, and I'm sure scholars and researchers alike should venture to see the repertoire of works at his disposal here.
This veteran also believes that an artist doesn't have to look any further to achieve anything. He should just look around him.
Action speaks louder than voice. I don't need to tell them this is what they do. If they see me putting calabash together, gumming them together, carving them, it will show them that art materials are not limited to what you buy in the shops. There are art materials everywhere. At your backyard, on your way to Lagos or to Calabar, you see things you can make together. Ordinary wood. Take it, cut it, and make a sculpture out of it.
He believes that every man is a special kind of artist and wants to leave a legacy which will inspire generations.
Need I say more? Tear those cannots and replace them with can-dos. One of the questions on the lips of art patrons is, can we appreciate and protect our arts and artifacts? We listen to the perspective of a man who has spent his life making a case for traditional art. That's in a moment. Do stay with us.
He took up a government post as a civilian administrator for the port city of Bonny in the Niger Delta. And during the Nigerian Civil War, he was a strong supporter of the federal cause against the Biafrans. He was a writer and producer.